Hey guys, welcome to this week's Java with Jason, your weekly real estate mortgage update. Guys, this week's topic, it sounds weird, but interest rates don't matter. Yes, they're all-time lows, but it's not the only important thing. So I'll talk to you about three different situations where the rate doesn't really matter, okay? Number one, I had a client come to me just today, actually, come to me and said, hey, this lender's offering this really ridiculous low interest rate. It's a quarter of a point lower than yours, all right? So once we got into it and pulled out the estimates and compared them together, the interest rate was lower by a quarter of a point, okay? But it also cost this client $5,000 more to get this interest rates, okay? So she had fell for the old okey doke and chased after the interest rate. She said, oh my gosh, 2.5 interest rate, that just sounds way better than yours, Jason. But it was $5,000 more cost than the 2.75 that we were offering at the time. So that leads me into everyone has a different situation. So this client had a certain budget. It was actually a VA loan. They didn't want to put any money down. So where the rate sounded really sexy, they were putting no money down, but paying $5,000 extra for the interest rate, all right? So you want to know your recapture period. If I'm going to pay $5,000 and I'm going to save $40 a month, how long does it take to get my money back? So that's super important. Also, people's situation has to do with their available cash. So when you move into the house, sometimes you want cash for furniture, sometimes you just want it for rainy day money. So to lower the rate always is a little more out of pocket, so we can customize that for you. Number two, the interest rate doesn't matter if the loan officer is giving you a quote with bogus numbers, okay? So we try to be super conservative and put all the fees that you would see, all the third-party fees, surveys, HOA dues, per diem interest. We want to make sure there's no surprises at closing. Sadly enough, 65% of all lenders show you estimates. They close on loans that they don't actually honor the original quote they did. So they lowball the offer, they give you a low rate, and they lowball fees to offset that extra money out of their pocket to balance it out. So got to have accurate numbers as well as the low interest rate. Number three is capacity, okay? Right now, there's about $10 trillion of business right now in the mortgage business with rates being so low with refinances and purchases. The industry is built to handle maybe $3 trillion a year. So there's 3 times the annual volume for real estate, for mortgages and real estate, all right? So that leads me to this. What we're doing at our company is we're separating out purchases and refinances. So the purchases take precedence because our clients are selling homes and they're buying homes and they want to make sure they close on time. So 30 days or less, we're still doing purchases. Refinance is a little bit longer, okay? But you do have the capacity to do both. So always, it doesn't matter. If the interest rate's too good to be true and you're competing on a house and there's multiple offers and they can't close you in 30 days, does the rate really matter? So that's the concept of that as well too. If you have any questions on this, rates do matter 100%, but it's not the only thing at the end of the day. But that's what we love to go over in our consultation. So if you have any questions, give us a call at 281-882-8888.